And welcome to the first of the women's events. It's the beam. First up for Japan, Yuara Ashikawa, qualified with 14.
Oh, and a little bit of a wobbly start there. She just about got the hands on cleanly. And the flip mount. But safely through her acrobatic passage. Well extended gymnast, you know, the legs have to be straight, the toes pointed. They're all the things the judges take off marks for if you don't do them, but that was a very good, clean leap series. Change leg into split ring. And again, she's very good at these leaps. Lovely supple body. Good side somersault. And this is a very good opening. Oh, well done. Double spin. She launched herself quickly and had to really fight to come out at the right time. Now here, a dismount. Oh, triple twist. Very nicely done. That will be a routine that will score well.
Well,
and set a good challenge.
Ashikawa did win the gold medal at the World Championships back in 2021. So she's going to try and win back her title. She scored 14 in qualification. But I think she may go up from there.
Well, she's qualified down in 7th place. So again, opportunity to improve on qualification. I love this start, the round off flick onto the beam.
Let's have a look at her in action again.
She was quite offline there. Can you see how well she saved it?
Yeah, such strength in the fingertips, because if she hadn't have pushed off there, she'd have been off the beam, and we know that's a full mark. But it shows good extension on the toes. That's a lovely move, the free cartwheel into the layout. Part of the requirements, they need to show 2 acrobatic moves. There's the leap. That's a good leap, that, Christine, getting the head right back, showing great flexibility.
Yes, the judges have to look at that, and if the head doesn't fully release, they won't credit it, but that one really did, and you can see how difficult it is, because you look up at the lights.
Lose all of your awareness of the beam below you, and yeah, you're dazzled by what's going on above.
Yeah, very much so. It's a lot of gymnasts try it, not many people achieve it.
Yeah, well, they try it. It's about getting accredited, isn't it, Christine? And a big dismount. Triple twist. I'm just wondering if she's up to routine on difficulty from qualification. Again, Matt, you said she was a world champion in 2021, so she certainly knows what it takes to be the best.
Well, yeah, it's going to make it a tentative beam final, that one, because she's piled the pressure on. 14.066. It's the highest score that she's got here at the World Championships.
They credited her difficulty, 5.9 for difficulty. That's a big score.
Well, another gymnast that can really challenge for the medals is Paulina Schaefer-Betz. She scored a 14.066 in qualification, but again, she took a gold at the World Championships back in 2017. She's now 26 years old.
And this first leap series, which she's just missed, she often goes the big leap on immediately into a second leap. And that will affect, it's not a fall, but it will affect her difficulty score. She won't get the bonuses for it. But she's a very elegant gymnast, dances her way through the routine. Nice backflip layout, somersault, very clean. And the judges, these cycle, are really looking for the gymnast to dance on the beam. Oh, and you could see she took her head right back there and really didn't manage to bring it forward quickly enough to spot the beam and put her feet on. Lovely and light on the dance. Super double spin into the back spin. Those are 2 very difficult elements to add together. And that's her own move. The side somersault with the extra half turn. It's very unique. But there the 2 leaps and a ring leap with her head back. It's full of difficulty, full of risk, this routine. Free cartwheel right near the end, but she's got quite a quiet dismount. Here we go, just a straight gainer, and the dismount has to count towards your difficulty score. So if you don't do a very difficult dismount, that brings your score down a little.
Well, she looks like she'll be down a little bit on difficulty to some of the other finalists in this competition. It is a very difficult start she has compared to some of the others who round off flick onto the beam, but the skill with that mount is to link the leaps, which she missed, and I think she missed it the other day actually. But look at the flexibility there. That's where she had the pause just to readjust herself.
She did very well actually, not to fall off then, I think.
That was some split leap though, wasn't it?
Yes.
And I absolutely love the unitard that the Germans opt for in the competition.
Well, they pioneered it, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. And yeah, looks great. Look, that's where, oh, she did so well actually not to fall off the beam, but that would count as a fall on the apparatus, Christine. So that's the same as a fall, yeah, 1 full mark.
Yes, it would be 1 full mark. So, but this is her unique move. The side somersault and then whips round the extra half. It's full of originality, this routine.
It is. When it hits, it's a very beautiful, elegant routine, and we've been talking about performance and artistry becoming a big thing on the women's side, beam and floor. I mean, they've got areas where they do judge now, Christine, if you want to tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, we've always evaluated artistry, the judges have, but now they've got a specific 12 things where they have to tick off that the gymnast shows use of the whole body, releve on the toes, all those things.
It's absolutely rammed. The stadium out in Antwerp. World Championships were there 10 years ago. And Simone Biles made a debut at the World Championships, and Max Whitlock as well. I remember it well.
Interesting, of all the pieces where you get a lot of defending champions that defend the title, I can't think of many back-to-back world champions on the beam. It just proves what a very difficult piece of apparatus it is.
The margins for error are tiny.
Well, the judges have marked the artistry and the difficulty, and they've come up with a 12.8. So Paulina Schaefer-Betts there with a routine. Today wasn't her day.
And now, the People's Republic of China with Zhang Qingying.
Zhang Qingying of China. Just 16 years old, but she's the 3rd highest qualifier and the Asian champion earlier this year.
Now there we are, you see, confidently through that first series. The leap on, a second leap, and then a Corbett flip. Very smooth. Little side passage of dance that is one of the things the judges have to tick. Now look at this very difficult round off straight back. So difficult, that. Oh, and another casualty of this difficult leap. She's done such wonderful acrobatics. But you just have to launch yourself in a straight line. It's very difficult. Oh, this is really quite a complex combination. You get bonuses for moves linked together, and she linked 3 elements across the beam there. Really quite original. Lovely spin. And now her 2 jumps. And again, showing her versatility. A jump with a turn, a jump with 3/4 turns. All beautifully linked. Concentrate, big dismount, double pike. Lovely beam work, but you know that one hole mark in the middle will be costly.
Yeah, what a shame for Zhang. It's her first senior year competition. Not really the experience you want, Chris, for your first Worlds.
No, but she's for her first Worlds. The team from China, the women's team from China, have held up much better under pressure than they have in previous years, and they're nearly all gymnasts in their first ever competition. Lovely split again, first ever senior competition, so hopefully they'll have gained a lot from this World Championships and be able to bring it to the table for the Olympic Games.
Yeah.
And if you think about a lot of the skills, the round-off layout on the beam, and then falls on the leap, so it just goes to prove how difficult a skill the leap is, because actually on the layout you can spot the beam, plant your feet down, get your heels down. I thought there was some really lovely work in this, some really inventive stuff. And again, just 16 years of age. I think this gymnast has got a bright future.
And from a kind of spectator's perspective, it's become a lot more entertaining to watch, hasn't it been, in the last few years?
Yeah, the judging drives what people are going to do on the beam. They'll only do the moves that are going to get the marks. And so the judging system has tried very hard to encourage a more artistic flow and also difficult leaps and jumps. You have of your 8 moves, 3 of them have to, at least 3 have to be either spins, leaps, jumps, and I think it has improved the spectacle
and the personality of it as well, and allowing gymnasts to really express themselves in their own individual ways.
It certainly has.
Yeah, I think they have got it right. We're getting a real variety, aren't they, with the dance, the acro, and then they've a couple of optional moves to put in there to make up the 8. And again, the gymnast gets to express their personality as well as ticking all the boxes for artistry of performance and composition. It's a very technical piece of apparatus to judge and to understand at the same time.
And all to think that it's all done on something the width of a mobile phone. The mind boggles.
And that's why it takes so much practice. These gymnasts will probably do 10 routines a day to stay on, because the margins for error are so tiny that you have to be able to do it almost in your sleep.
And plus all eyes are on them in this stadium, because there's only one piece being performed at one time. So usually in something like an all-round or a team final, you've got a lot of gymnastics going on around the whole arena. But with these individual apparatus finals, everybody's zeroed in on that one person, and if there's a piece where the heart pounds more than the others, it would be beam.
It is, and it's also a piece where, like when you do floor, you have to keep up with the music. When you do bars, you have to keep swinging. On beam, you sort of have to make decisions as you go along, and if suddenly you get a crisis of confidence, it's very easy to not have the courage to make that jump high.
Yeah, and every move you make echoes around the arena, that doosh.
It does indeed.
I don't know what they're deliberating over. I mean, there was an obvious fall, and so if they fall like that, Christine, do they lose the value of the skill as well? If it's a heavy deduction, or would they just take a fall?
Well, that's probably what they're debating, really, because she did get the second foot on, so the move was completed,
yeah.
And then the fall, so that's probably what the big long pause is. And of course, you've got a panel of judges, but you've also got a jury. So if the judges don't come in with a similar score, it has to go to a jury. Not so easy for the gymnast sitting waiting.
Yes.
Well, that gymnast is Simone Biles, and she's very calmly just being patient and waiting. She knows, vastly experienced now. And Zhang scores a 13.1, 6.9 on the execution and 6.2 on the difficulty.
So you can see when it comes off, that's going to be a routine that's going to be hard to beat.
Well, if anyone can do it, she can.
Next on balance beam, representing the United States of America.
Next up
Simone
in this
Biles.
women's beam world final is a 3-times world champion on this piece of apparatus. The great Simone Biles is back on beam.
And no hesitation there on her combinations. And look at the speed at which she works. She doesn't hang about waiting for a wobble. If there's a wobble coming, she's more likely to try and move out of it. Oh, super speed and confidence on that spin. That's triple spin. Free walkover. You see, she's completely committed. She finishes one move and is committed to the next. She doesn't wait to see if she's landed on. One flip, layout, layout. Really such a positive performance. We said yesterday or in all around that she shows absolute mastery here. Shoulders up on the landing of the free cartwheel. She's got such enormous difficulty and she's barely paused from beginning to end. And then this amazing dismount. Look at the power she generates out of these two flips. 1, 2, up, full twisting double back.
Oh!
Well, absolutely wonderful.
It's looking good for World Beam title number 4. A joyous performance from Simone Biles. It was packed with difficulty. It was delivered with absolute mastery.
Yeah, she just has this air of confidence like no other on that piece of apparatus. She makes it seem not like it's, you know, a beam. She tumbles on it like it's a bench. And I just think that confidence from the start, something you picked up, Christine, around the tempo of a routine, it gives her that confidence. I mean, look at the start there, no hesitation.
Interestingly, she didn't manage it the last competition we saw her. She didn't do a very good mount and then had to stop. And that's the only time I've really seen any hesitation from her.
Well, she had a 14.4 in qualification. That was better than qualification. I think for me, this is one of the great skills she performs in the routine. Most of the gymnasts do a single or double spin. This is a triple spin, and it's done at such speed there.
Well, look at her. I mean, she's literally warming up for floor. That's her next final.
It is.
It's unbelievable.
And when we talk about being able to perform well within your ability, she does one of the most difficult dismounts in the world, this full twisting double back, but her signature move is this with an extra twist. She can do double twisting double back. So for her, it's an easy skill to finish with. It's certainly going to go into the top spot. But by how much?
She is something else, isn't she? Just a joy to watch. A real celebration of the ultimate kind of movement that you can put your body through.
She's so strong and powerful. You know, when her hands touch the beam, they bounce off the beam as if it was a sprung floor.
Yeah. Well, that was magic to witness
Oh, these are the layouts. But you can see 1 foot lands, her shoulders are up immediately and working on to the next move.
The judges look mesmerised.
Well,
do you think that's definitely the one to beat, Chris? Do you think that routine's good enough? We've got a couple of good gymnasts to come, but it'll take some beating.
Well, it will. They certainly weren't deducting for wobbles, were they?
No.
If it's up around 14.5, it's going to be a challenge for anyone. 14.8! That is massive. That is absolutely huge. Surely it's a golden score.
I'm sure all the other gymnasts waiting to go think that too. I'm sure it is.
Well, Zhao Yakin is next to go. She's 17 years old and she is the second highest qualifier for this women's beam final. She scored a 14.533 in the team final.
Yes, so she's well capable of getting the score up there. But you see the pause before she starts. Lovely handspring front somersault. Oh, immediate 2 jumps. Now that is really quite a unique combination and very difficult indeed. Just a quiet spin. Well, she's performed the change leg with the ring very well. We've seen a couple come to grief. Oh, she floats on that side somehow now. That's a very interesting combination. It's so difficult across the beam. You can't see the beam as you're working. Now, in quite a different style to Biles, this is much more fluid with the arms, but a little bit more static in the movement as well. Oh, great stuff there. That split jump to ring in the middle. This is going to challenge. It's completely different style, but just as excellent in its own way. We haven't seen a wobble here either. How about the dismount? Super triple twist. Now, this is fantastic beam competition, the likes of which I haven't seen for a lot of years.
And look at the joy and the celebration.
From the People's Republic of China.
That was some very beautiful beam work, Christine, and a real contrast to the routine of Biles. So I think it will definitely challenge, and she did some very difficult work. I mean, just look at the height, the head right back there, very sure on the footing. I love the fact that in the centre she connected a few of those leaps together.
Extended all the way through to her toes.
Look, we can see here, nicely under control, and you can really see the expressiveness of the arms, the fingers, side somersault.
Watch this combination.
Lovely jump, full turn. So by connecting those two, the gymnast will gain on the difficulty, Chris.
Yeah, she will. She'll be up similar difficulty to Biles on that routine.
Well, interesting, Biles did a 6 in qualification and just performed a 6.5.
14.7.
My God, this is exciting.
6.5. In all honesty, it's a long, long time since I've seen beam work like this.
For the Netherlands.
Well, that is a huge score. She goes into second. 14.7. Biles leads on 14.8, so just a point behind. Next up, Sunny Wevers. She's 32 years old. She did fall in the team final on this piece. Oh.
Little tiny wobble, but she's negotiated well that difficult opening series. And again, quite a different style. Look at that fantastic spin. It's so difficult even on the floor, that spin with the leg held in front. This is what she fell on, the free cartwheel flip, but she's safely through today. Lovely mature performance here. She's of course been Olympic champion, she was in 2016. Now, good strong free walkover. Goodness me, these gymnasts are really giving us a treat today. Combination of 3 elements there. Have to go down low to the beam, and it's original and elegant. And now this is a big series for her. Single spin, double spin, and then a leap. She sometimes adds the 4th element in. Oh, and a leap into the jump full turn. She's got to go into the dismount here. Full twisting straight gainer. Well, 3 of the best gymnastics beam routines you'll see ever.
Well, the incredible thing is Sunny Wevers came in as a reserve because of Jess. So this opportunity is down to the fact that Jessica Gadarova has been injured, and she's taken the moment, and she could maybe even get up onto the podium. Who knows?
Well, she'll be delighted because she really did nail that routine.
And probably she won't have the difficulty of the top 2 so far, but actually a very beautiful performance. She will score well on the execution side, and that will definitely help her. Look at that. That's a great camera angle there.
Nice aerial view of
These gymnasts, have, as you say, Christine, probably one of the best beam finals we've seen in a long time. And this very difficult, the gainer with the full twist. Paulina Schaefer just did the straight gainer, but adding a full, which will help the D-score.
Interesting on that top shot there, Chris. We could see some marks on the beam. So obviously the gymnast marking out things like dismounts. 14.1. She's gone into third. Yes.
Excellent. Yeah, they do. They can put little marks. You're not allowed to put chalk all over the beam. You get deducted for that, but you can put little marks of where you want to start your round off from.
Well, Charlize Jones, second American in this beam world final, and she scored a 14.066. That's her biggest score, which she got in the all-round competition where she finished third.
And she's another very exciting gymnast on beam. Lovely opening series, and look at that, standing Arabia. 2 strong jumps. And a bit like Biles, she's got a very good rhythm. She keeps it moving. This is such a hard series. Flip to 1, flip to 2, straight back. Just a little wobble as she landed. But you have to hold the body completely straight to be credited. And that was. Very supple gymnast, good flexibility. In fact, this gymnast has got a lot of everything. A lot of style. She's just had a little bit of a pause before some of the elements. Nice spin. And actually, if you tap your foot a couple of times before you do a move, that the judges will deduct for. They want to see you smoothly from one move to the next. She's done that well. Flip to 1, flip to 2, double pike. And she just didn't quite get enough power out of that second flip.
What a shame. I mean, it was quite a strength-sapping routine.
It was a great routine up until the dismount, actually. I'm sure that would have been a real challenge for a medal. As Christine said, she just didn't stand up off the top of the beam, wrap into that double pike back.
Oh, it's 12.933 for Charlize Jones. 6th place for her.
Quite a bit down on difficulty. I don't think she quite made all her combinations.
So Biles leads on 14.8. Zhu in second, 14.7. Sanny Bevers of the Netherlands, 14.1. Well, Rebecca Andrade, second in the all-round, gold on vault. What can she do here on beam?
No, I would say this isn't a piece that she's quite so at home on. Of all the 4 pieces, this is where she has to work the hardest. But a very nice backflip and layout somersault. And free walkover. Oh, that was a good jump. You see the head flick back. So those 3 moves together with a very difficult jump in the middle will get good bonus marks. And she also works with a lot of good fluency, uses the whole body. Cleanly through that very difficult leap. 8 moves. The hardest 8 moves have to be added together. 5 of them can be acrobatic. At least 3 must be leaps, jumps or spins. So you can't just do a routine and get on and do all acrobatic work. You have to add 2 jumps together. Those were fairly simple, but she fulfills the requirement, which is worth a 0.5 to her. Now comes the dismount, up, double pike, easy meet for her, shoulders, chest right up on landing. She was great.
Oh, well, 14.1 is the score for a medal.
Well, she's had 3 medals of this championship so far. Could that be enough for 4? And what I love about this gymnast is she looks to be absolutely enjoying the competition. There you can see, no hesitation. And the split leap with half turn, just that little bit of a step to one side. It might be a little bit costly, but no problem on the dismount. She obviously saw Shalise Jones before, just undercooked the dismount. And the chest was right up there, Christine. Good, strong performance.
She's such a powerful tumbler, and that shows on that dismount.
Well, she needs over 14.1 to get the bronze medal to knock Sanny Wavers off the podium. And it's good, 14.3. Rebecca Andrade takes the bronze, and what about that? Simone Biles takes another gold.
Wow, what a treat of beam work we've seen today. Really excellent.
Zhou Jin of China takes the silver. Great result for China there, Christine.
Yeah, and this gymnast from China was beautiful. I mean, probably what lost it for her was the pace of the routine.
Well, with my calculation, that's Simone's 22nd gold at a World Championships.
Quite amazing.
And, you know, it hasn't been one of her best pieces. I mean, she qualified in 4th place. And Sanny Weavers did a great job, didn't she? Wasn't in the final and then ended up 4th, Chris.
Fantastic work. So that confirmation, Simone Biles takes another gold from China and Brazil. What extraordinary beam work we've witnessed today.
Well, there's no surprise to see Simone Biles on the top of that pile there, but Rebecca Andrade, that's the